Hello, friends. Love is one of the most mysterious and beautiful forces in life, and one of its most remarkable qualities is how unpredictable it can be. Often, we try to plan our lives meticulously, envisioning the perfect moment, the ideal person, or the right time for love to come knocking at our door. Yet, more often than not, love finds us when we least expect it, in the most unexpected places, and through the most surprising circumstances. It can catch us off guard when we are focused on other things, our careers, personal goals, or simply just living day by day. This unpredictability is what makes love so magical and transformative. It breaks the mold of our expectations and shows us that it doesn't follow our schedules or plans. Instead, it shows up in fleeting glances, random conversations, or moments of genuine connection that we might overlook if we are too busy searching or trying to force it. Many people experience love as something that appears when they stop chasing it or when they have given up hope. This is because love tends to come when we are fully present in our lives and open to experiencing whatever comes our way. It may be a chance encounter with a stranger that blossoms into something beautiful, or a deepening of an existing friendship that suddenly shifts into love. Sometimes it comes through shared struggles or moments of vulnerability that create an unbreakable bond. Love's arrival defies logic and timing, reminding us that life is unpredictable and that the most meaningful connections often happen when we least expect them. The unpredictable nature of love also encourages us to be more flexible and open-minded. When we hold tightly to rigid ideas about how love should happen, whom it should come from, or when it should occur, we risk missing out on the love that is actually present in our lives. By releasing control and expectations, we allow ourselves to see love in many forms, whether it's romantic, familial, platonic, or even self-love. It invites us to embrace uncertainty and trust that love will come in the right way, at the right time, and through the right people. This trust doesn't mean passivity. It means being open to the possibilities and willing to recognize love when it appears, even if it doesn't look like what we imagined. In addition, love's unpredictability teaches us valuable lessons about patience and resilience. Sometimes, love doesn't come immediately or in the form we desire. It may require us to wait, to heal from past wounds, or to grow into the person who is ready to both give and receive love fully. This waiting period can feel frustrating or lonely, but it is often a vital part of the journey where we learn more about ourselves and what we truly need. When love finally does find us, it feels richer and more meaningful because we have been prepared by life's twists and turns. Ultimately, the fact that love finds us when we least expect it reminds us to stay hopeful and attentive to the moments around us. It encourages us to live fully and authentically, knowing that love is not something to be hunted or forced, but a gift that arrives in its own time. By embracing the mystery of love's timing and trusting in its unpredictable nature, we open ourselves to experiencing one of life's most profound and joyful connections. Love finds us not because we control it, but because we allow ourselves to be seen, to be present, and to be ready when it arrives. Opening your heart and allowing yourself to be vulnerable is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward inviting love into your life. Vulnerability often feels scary because it means showing parts of yourself that are imperfect, uncertain, or even wounded. It means risking rejection, disappointment, or misunderstanding. But it is precisely through this openness that love has the space to grow and flourish. When you guard yourself too tightly, love cannot reach the deeper layers of your being. Walls built from fear or past hurt may protect you from pain temporarily, but they also keep out connection, warmth, and the chance for genuine intimacy. To truly find love, you must be willing to let those walls come down, even if just a little, and share who you really are with all your strengths and flaws. Being open and vulnerable requires courage. It means showing up as your authentic self without masks or pretenses. When you let someone see your true thoughts, feelings, and dreams, you create a bridge of trust and honesty. This is how meaningful connections begin. It's through vulnerability that you invite others to do the same, creating a shared space where love can deepen. When both people in a relationship are willing to be honest and transparent, they create a foundation that can withstand challenges and grow stronger over time. Love thrives in this kind of emotional honesty because it is based on understanding and acceptance, not illusions or false appearances. Vulnerability also allows you to connect on a deeper emotional level. Superficial interactions rarely lead to lasting love because they don't reveal the full picture of who you are. When you open your heart, you invite others to see your joys, fears, hopes, and scars. This openness fosters empathy and compassion, which are essential ingredients for love. It helps people relate to you as a complex human being, not just an idealized image or a collection of surface traits. Through this emotional connection, love becomes more than just attraction or infatuation. It becomes a profound bond built on knowing and accepting each other fully. At the same time, being vulnerable does not mean losing yourself or being weak. In fact, it takes strength to be vulnerable. It means trusting that you are worthy of love just as you are, even with your imperfections. It also means being willing to face your own fears and insecurities head on rather than hiding from them. This process can lead to greater self-awareness and growth, which in turn makes your relationships healthier and more fulfilling. When you are comfortable with your vulnerability, you invite others to feel safe being vulnerable around you, creating a cycle of mutual openness that strengthens love. Moreover, vulnerability invites spontaneity and genuine moments into your relationships. When you are not afraid to express your true feelings or to show your authentic self, interactions become more real and heartfelt. This authenticity is magnetic. It draws people in and helps build trust quickly. It allows love to move beyond surface-level conversations and activities into moments of true connection and shared experience. These moments become the memories and foundations that support long-term love. Finally, embracing vulnerability means understanding that love is not about perfection, but about connection. It's about showing up fully with your heart open, ready to give and receive love even when it feels risky. By allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you give love the chance to find you in its deepest and most transformative form. It's in these moments of openness that love reveals its true power to heal, to connect, and to inspire us to become our best selves. Without vulnerability, love remains distant and fragile. With vulnerability, it becomes a force that can change our lives forever. Love is not just a fleeting feeling or a sudden spark. It is something that deepens and grows over time through connection and understanding. At its core, love is about truly seeing another person beyond their surface traits, beyond first impressions, and making the effort to understand their thoughts, feelings, fears, and dreams. This process of connection is what transforms attraction into something lasting and meaningful. When we take the time to listen carefully, to empathize, and to support one another, we build a foundation of trust and respect that allows love to flourish in its richest form. Connection in love means more than just physical closeness or spending time together. It is about creating a safe emotional space where both people feel valued and accepted for who they truly are. This kind of connection requires patience and intentionality. It means being willing to slow down, to ask questions, and to really hear the answers, not just on the surface, but beneath it. Understanding another person's experiences and perspectives helps us build empathy, which is essential for any deep relationship. When we empathize, we move beyond judgment or assumptions and open ourselves up to truly sharing the emotional world of the person we love. Understanding also means accepting someone fully, including their imperfections and quirks. No one is perfect, and true love embraces the whole person, their strengths as well as their flaws. This acceptance is not about ignoring challenges or disagreements, but about recognizing that love involves growth and learning together. When we approach love with openness, we create room for both people to evolve and support each other through life's ups and downs. This shared journey strengthens the bond and makes love resilient to the inevitable difficulties that arise. Moreover, love grows through shared experiences and memories. The moments spent together, whether joyful, challenging, or mundane, create a tapestry of connection that deepens over time. These experiences foster understanding because they reveal how each person responds to life's different situations. When we witness how someone handles stress, joy, or disappointment, we gain insight into their character and values. This deeper knowledge builds a sense of security and belonging, reinforcing the emotional intimacy that sustains love. Another important aspect of love growing through connection and understanding is communication. Open and honest communication allows both people to express their needs, desires, and boundaries clearly. It helps prevent misunderstandings and builds a foundation of mutual respect. When communication is rooted in empathy and kindness, it becomes a powerful tool for nurturing love. Even when conflicts arise, the ability to talk openly and listen carefully can transform challenges into opportunities for deeper connection and growth. Connection and understanding also encourage vulnerability, which in turn strengthens love. When we feel truly understood, it becomes easier to be open about our fears and hopes. This mutual vulnerability creates a cycle of trust and intimacy that is essential for lasting love. It reminds us that love is not about perfection or always agreeing, but about accepting each other's whole selves and working together to build a relationship that honors both individuals. In the end, love is a continuous process of connection and understanding that requires effort and commitment. It is through this ongoing journey that love becomes more than just a feeling. It becomes a powerful bond that enriches our lives and helps us grow as human beings. By prioritizing connection, practicing empathy, and embracing each other fully, we invite love to deepen and thrive in ways that sustain us through all of life's seasons. Loving yourself is the foundation upon which all other forms of love are built. It might seem simple or even obvious, but self-love is often the most challenging and essential kind of love to cultivate. When you truly love yourself, you develop a deep sense of worthiness and acceptance that shapes how you relate to others and how others relate to you. Without this foundation, it becomes difficult to give or receive love in a healthy and fulfilling way because the way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. Self-love means recognizing your inherent value, embracing your strengths and weaknesses, and being kind and compassionate toward yourself, especially in times of struggle or failure. When you have self-love, you create a powerful inner environment where love can grow. You begin to see yourself not through the lens of criticism or doubt, but through one of respect and care. This inner respect leads to healthier boundaries because you understand what you deserve and what you will no longer tolerate. Boundaries are essential in any relationship because they protect your emotional well-being and ensure that love is mutual and respectful. When you love yourself, you are less likely to settle for relationships that are toxic or one-sided. Instead, you attract connections that honor and nurture your true self. Self-love also fosters emotional resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and love can sometimes bring pain and disappointment. When you love yourself, you have a steady source of support within you, which helps you navigate these challenges with grace and strength. You are less likely to lose yourself in the pursuit of love or to rely on others to fill a void. Instead, you come from a place of wholeness, ready to share your love rather than seeking it out of desperation or neediness. Furthermore, loving yourself allows you to be authentic in your relationships. When you accept yourself fully, you are free to show up as your true self rather than trying to fit into someone else's expectations or ideals. Authenticity is magnetic because it invites genuine connection and builds trust. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, and this confidence nurtures deeper and more meaningful relationships. By embracing who you are, you give others permission to do the same, creating a space where love can flourish naturally. Self-love also means practicing forgiveness both toward yourself and others. Everyone makes mistakes, and holding onto guilt or resentment can block the flow of love. When you forgive yourself, you release the burden of past regrets and open your heart to healing and growth. This forgiveness extends to others as well, allowing you to move beyond hurt and build relationships based on understanding rather than pain. Forgiveness is an act of self-love because it frees you from the chains of negativity and allows love to expand within your life. In addition, self-love encourages personal growth. When you value yourself, you are motivated to invest in your own well-being, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. This investment might look like setting aside time for self-care, pursuing passions and interests, or seeking support when needed. By prioritizing your own growth, you become a fuller, richer person, which in turn enriches your relationships. Love thrives when both individuals bring their best selves to the connection, and self-love is the catalyst for becoming that best self. Ultimately, self-love is not selfish, it is necessary. It is the starting point for all other love, romantic, familial, or friendship. When you love yourself, you build a strong foundation that supports healthy, reciprocal, and lasting relationships. Love finds you most powerfully when you are rooted in this inner love, because it radiates outward and attracts the kind of love that mirrors and honors your true worth. By nurturing self-love, you create a life where love is not something you chase, but something you naturally attract and share in abundance.